It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Myles Turner.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there with Porter, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for San Antonio, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Connor in at the 1. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast. Now, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Porter against Castle. Porter passes to Rollins. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by MP. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for San Antonio. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Castle against Porter. Tries again. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Porter very assertive with that shot. Found the look that he liked and wasted no time taking advantage of it.
Barnes screen on Harris. Back to MP. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Castle's got 6.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start looking good.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching the over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Myles Turner. A bold move to say the least, but they feel he's the perfect addition.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Now here is Harris. Pass to Turner. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs leading by 4. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Harris setting the pick for Porter. To the inside. Here's Giannis. Rebound San Antonio. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team. Here's Wembanyama. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Turner with a screen on Barnes. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Basket good. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Barnes. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And here's Vassell from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Connor's got 4 assists now tonight. Giannis outside. Pass to Rollins. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And the dunk by Giannis.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Spurs. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Here's Rollins, off target with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's Vassell on the wing, guarded by Harris. Barnes finds MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cancel. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Giannis passes to Porter. Here's Rollins. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. San Antonio leading by 7. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Green, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Connor. Castle on the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now, here's MP. Still scoreless. Puts up a 3.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Nobody near Barnes. Nailed from three-point land. Barnes has got 5 points so far. Outside, Porter. Turner up top. Pass to Rollins. Just 5 on the clock. Kick out to Giannis. They shoot again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Spurs?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. We've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Olynyk, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Barnes. And it's Harper in for Castle. And Craig with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Olynyk can't hit.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Good on the three-point shot.
Prepared to let it fly. Anthony was just waiting for the rock.
Now, MP. He had 27 points last game. For the three, bangs home the trifecta. And the Spurs lead by 10. And so it's San Antonio going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Olynyk is out there with Jeremy. For Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Gary Harris comes in for Green, and Rollins subbed in for Taurean Prince. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys?
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
Wembanyama, a screen on Rollins. MP passes to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Bucks trail by 14. Anthony with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Anthony looking it over. Off target from three-point range. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. We'll want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
The shot by Rollins, no good. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Vassell. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now, here's Portis. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Giannis. And there's the drive.
There are very few guys that move with the grace that Antetokounmpo does on his drives. He's got an easy, long, ground-eating gait that's very effective.
Olynyk can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now defended by MP. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Yeah, this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and Castle is subbed in for Johnson. Milwaukee also making some changes. Turner comes in for Bobby Portis, and Kevin Porter subbed in for Anthony. Barnes, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 7 points for Barnes.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's in there.
A flat-out bucket getter. Porter Jr. is a scorer who will hurt you all over the floor.
One thing this team loves about Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he scores the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a walking bucket. You know, we've seen him average about 20 per game for a season, and the one thing you don't have to worry about with Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to keep it in attack mode all the time.
Now here's Giannis. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Hits the front of the rim and out. Spurs leading by 16. Here's Castle. The rebound by Turner.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Porter passes to Rollins. And the three off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with this constant change of pace.
Bringing this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball, from award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. It makes the league so much more interesting.
And really deep through that time. Porter's got 7.
From way, way out there, the defense has got to respect Porter's range. It's legit.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The perfect lob partner, Wembanyama, with elite hand-eye coordination.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. Rollins with a screen on Castle. Giannis left side. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to Castle. Back to MP. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Barnes can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 14. The kick out to Porter. Here's Rollins. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota. There's Giannis. Look out below.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
MP passes to Wembanyama. Makes it off the glass. 12 points for him.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Outside, Porter. Inside, here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
For 3, Vassell. Porter pulls it in. Bucks trail by 12. To the middle. Pass to Rollins. Antetokounmpo, a screen on MP. Back to Antetokounmpo, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Six seconds left in the second quarter. MP from deep. Oh, Clark, it went in! Count it!
Yeah!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And we finished one half of basketball. Spurs lead by 15. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting.
Can't tell too much from early numbers, but the All-Star picture may be coming into focus a little. I'm definitely not surprised by these names.
Yeah, because it's just a popularity contest right now, and they haven't been playing for long.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
Yeah, they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Bucks trail by 15. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season. Giannis showing creativity.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Oklahoma City was all business. He dropped 27 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the dunk by MP.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
Bucks trail by 18. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, Castle. 10 points for him. Castle sets the screen for Vassell. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Vassell's got 10 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Pass to Castle. MP looking around. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside, Porter. Giannis a screen on Castle. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Uncovered. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists now in this one. Porter kicks to Turner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Porter, no luck.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
To MP for 3, and the Spurs another 3.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that orange. What a night he's had.
Here's Rollins. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. They need this, and Antetokounmpo lays it up and in. Giannis has got 22 points.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And a wide open look for Porter. Drills the three-pointer. Porter's got 10.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The three from MP. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for San Antonio. The Bucks also with the sub. Portis is checked in. And so it's Milwaukee now. Harris outside. Pass to Porter. Rollins against MP. Clock at 4. Here's Turner. Good work there as it goes. Turner's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Hey, when you're big and passes like Portis did there, the defense has to just tip their hat on that one.
Here's Connor. Here he goes. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Turner passes to Portis. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. Green, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the basket by Connor.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Rollins. On the wing, Green. Here's Portis. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
This is Portis in his comfort zone, scoring deep inside.
Here's Connor. Rollins grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Back to Porter. Five on the clock. Fires from deep. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
MP, good.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
On the wing, Porter. Castle covering and stolen by Vassell. Here's MP.
Mercy, mercy me. Tell you what, MP's game makes you excited about the future of this league.
Milwaukee's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Green. Out to the wing. Portis inside the three-point line. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Portis sets the pick for Porter. Pass to Harris. Portis can't get it to go. Now, here's MP. He's got 32. It could go, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him. MP getting it done for the Spurs. He's got 8 three-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing from long range. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
The little mistakes, the only reason they got this lead, you knew they were going to come out hard, all right? Even with that, it's more our mistakes.
And it makes a lot of sense. You want to attack every position. The Bucks with some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Gary Harris comes in for Green, and Porter subbed in for Prince. Giannis outside. Anthony against MP. Giannis a screen on MP. That's his fourth miss. He's made 5 of 9. Johnson is out there with Bryant. Then there's Harper. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Connor in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Here's MP, and the basket is good. MP's got 37.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
And here's Giannis. Turner looking around. Back to Giannis. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Porter. It's rebounded by Bryant.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
From outside, off the mark. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. Giannis outside. Here's Turner. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And it's 6 points for Miles Turner.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
The 3 from MP. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Outside Turner. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Harris outside. Back to Giannis. Outside Porter. Here's the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got 9 points here in the second half.
Always a ready and eager three-point shooter. That last 3 only gave Porter Jr. more motivation.
Harris looking it over. Pass to Anthony. The 3 ball. The rebound by the Spurs. The 3 from MP. Drills it from outside. Connor's got 46 points.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. But I think the next game will be hotly contested.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
That's good from Turner.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Bryant. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Rollins checked in for Cole Anthony. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's MP for three. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 52 points.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Rollins. Over MP. And another basket for Milwaukee. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Knocks down the three ball.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Every defense needs a fear factor. You blocked a few shots tonight and dissuaded more from being attempted. Do you feel like you play that intimidator role for this team?
I don't think it's something one guy has to take on by himself anymore. With all the switching teams do, a shot blocker may not be as intimidating as someone who can guard multiple positions at multiple levels. Whatever it takes to get stops, that's what I'm doing.
Understood. Thanks for your time, MP.
Of course.
Kevin, back to you.
Terrific work as always, Dom. You never fail to impress. Thank you so much. And that'll do it, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later on.